everybody. It is I, Queen McRib. I am bringing you all of the CBL interview coverage and behind the scenes scoops on your favorite team that you guys have not been shy supporting over these last couple weeks, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with us. And I am actually lucky enough to be joined by Neutral, who we have interviewed before, but we are going to be picking his brain on his role as team manager of CSULB, which must be insane, first of all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, first of all, can you tell us a little bit about what it's like being team manager for a college esports team? Because I feel like, I mean, I don't know much, but I feel like this is a relatively new, it's a new field. So, what's
Mhm.
that like?
It's definitely a really fun experience to me because well, for me personally, the way I take the position is like I try to get to know the players as a person and as how they like to play the game, like their personal views on it. So I take that into consideration, and then that's what I use as like a tool for me to get a basis of like how should we work on things and what we should be focusing on. But other than that, it's a really fun role to play. Definitely keeps me busy, but I really enjoy it actually.
And what's it like having like a leadership position in college esports? Because you said yourself you have to keep track of like so many players. You have to like kind of connect with them on a personal level. So what's that like?
Right. It's definitely very how should I say this uh like stimulating because there's a
Mhm.
lot of moving pieces that you have to keep track of, and you don't want to forget or leave out a player or forget something that needs to be worked on. So it's kind of like you're like a person who has all the tools. You just need to figure out how to use them.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
totally see that. And okay, because you do have to like connect with each player personally, what would you say what's the health and wellness aspect that kind of goes into it? Because like you have a lot of people's mental health that you have to make sure is in tip-top shape
Right.
before going into these games.
Yeah, so generally what I like to do after like a scrim or a practice session, I like to ask everyone as a group, um, like their thoughts, concerns, and feelings. Because I know some people have very strong opinions on the game. There could be disagreements on how
Mhm.
things went. So I just like to ask everyone how they feel about like just anything that happened in that session. Um, and if I can understand that some people might be a little bit shy to speak up in a group setting. So if I get that kind of like feeling from that person, then I will reach out to them like privately or I'll message them so we can always talk about it because that's what I value the most. Like I don't like or I try to keep the positivity and I try to avoid as much negativity in terms of conflicts as I can in the team.
Yeah. And because you're so focused on others, especially your team, like how do you personally do it? That's a lot of pressure.
Um, I have help, whether it's from the players themselves or from interest from people who want to get involved into the organization. We have people who sign up with interest to being team managers, coaches, analysts, everything like that. So definitely the new people that we take on board. It definitely helps with my workload because I'm able to teach them and then they can also apply it themselves.
Yeah, and how do you kind of balance it all? Like you're actively in college in the
Right.
pandemic, like let's
Yeah.
not forget that.
Mhm.
And you play yourself. So how are you
Yeah.
doing this balancing act?
Um, I think I just have certain priorities in mind. Certainly, school is number one. So I always put that above everything else. And then I also put right after school, I put the organization and the club under that um, because for me, that's what I really like doing. And then playing kind of goes hand in hand with being a manager and slash coach because sometimes I'll play with some of the players themselves. I can give them tips, whatever, and then we can just practice in a small kind of group.
Hmm. Okay, and speaking of, I have to ask. I have to ask.
Yeah.
Like, since CSULB has been playing in the tournament, we've seen them like in action. What would you say is like your team's strengths now that we've seen a little bit of them?
Strengths. I'm gonna have to go with for sure our ability to take like the 1v1 fights or like playing off of trades and like pushing into an objective.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you would say like you each can, handle yourselves.
I definitely think so. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Well, I personally I've been very impressed with what I've seen of Long Beach so
Thank you.
far. I'm excited to see.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Do you have anything you kind of want to say? I know in our last interview I said this, but now that you guys have been like actually playing and like maybe
Yeah.
rivalries have like started to develop, is there anything
Mm-hmm.
you want to say to your opponents out there?
Uh, good luck. I hope we have some well fought games. No matter the score, I just hope we have fun.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Neutral, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you
for this
guys.
insight. It's super cool
Mhm.
to like, see behind the scenes.
Right, yeah, definitely. Thank you guys for this opportunity. It's really fun, like sharing my personal experiences and everything with you guys here, and hopefully it helps some people out there too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. People who are interested, who want to be where
Hmm.
you are, who's like, I want to go to Long Beach one day. I want to team manage.
Yeah, definitely. I say if you have the opportunity, you go for it. You never know what can happen.
Yeah, and we will be seeing Long Beach, I'm sure, throughout this entire tournament. So once
Yes.
again, thank you, Neutral. It has been a
Thank you.
pleasure,
Thank you,
and we
Queen
will
McRib
see
and everyone.
you guys around.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.